Hello, we're here with Wendy again, and Wendy's going to demonstrate dowsing Kristi's office here. Take it away, Wendy.
Okay. Kristi moved into this office about 2 weeks ago, and she's a real powerhouse. And she's been having some interesting situations with feeling a little disjointed, a little chaotic, and almost all at sixes and sevens energy. And I'm suspecting there may be some personal zones here because the person that was in this office before was not having these issues. So what I'm going to do is just do a quick dowse, show you what we would do, so you sort of get an idea of what this is all about. So the first thing I'm going to do, and this is all set up really nicely in this course. It's so self-motivated, self-flowing, and so what I'm going to do is exactly what Marie would say. So the first thing I'm going to do is check and see what the energy level is in Kristi's office right now. So it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's good. It's not great. 10 or above is much better. It was a clockwise swing, so it's a positive energy. I get a counterclockwise for a negative. So now what I'm going to do then, I know I have a 7 now, and this is a great tool for you to know that you're making headway, is I'm going to look for the negative vortexes that are created by ley lines. It's really important you specify ley lines because when you have geopathic stressors that cross, you can actually create a negative vortex-like phenomenon. So what I want to make sure is there's no negative vortexes based on ley lines, which is the natural electromagnetic grid on the Earth. So are there any negative vortexes? No, this is good. The reason we do the negative vortexes first is they can expand, are really distorting energy around you. So if you don't check for those, you may have problems with your dowsing because you're not getting an accurate reading because everything is distorted within a pretty large radius. So what I'm going to check for next is if there's any geopathic stressors in this room. Are there any geopathic stressors? Yes. How many geopathic stressors? 1, 2. We're a little active today. 3. Getting my energy. I like to double check. How many geopathic stressors? 1, 2, 3. 3. We agree. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to walk the perimeter of the room. I'm not going to cure them all, but I want to show you what you would do. So I'm going to walk the perimeter and go, show me the geopathic stressors in this room. Show me the first one. Oh, we got one right here. Can you pass me a blue stick, please? Sorry, Pete, I should have. These are cure sticks. I'm going to cure this right now. I'm going
The dark blue one or the light blue?
The deep blue, please.
Okay.
So I know I've got a stress line coming in here, and pretty interesting because it's going to go right through her when she's sitting at her desk. So this is a good one to cure. So now what I want to know where the center is. Where is the center of this stress line? Right here. Okay, now what I usually do is I'll lay my rod down at about the angle it's coming in. And what I'm going to do is lay this cure stick at the right angle, and that will cure that stress line.
And this is all covered in the course?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to check. Have I cured this stress line? Yes. Okay, how many uncured stress lines are there in this room? 1, 2. I'm down to 2. Okay, good. So there are 2 more which I will look at and figure out. What I want to do though is see just with curing that one what I have done to the energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Great, we're above 10, 12, almost 13, not quite. Okay.
So were you doing anything to make the rod spin?
No, and you know when I do it for myself, I think I do, but I think I can remain neutral when it's somebody else. I think when I do it for me personally, it's harder for me to stay outside of it, and that's why you do the magical hat that we talked about, because if I'm coming from my head, I'm going to distort it. But I'm doing this for Kristi, you know, and so I feel, you know, and I feel clear. We just did a meditation. That's another thing that Marie recommends is the tubes of light, because you really sort of become a clear channel, and you really sort of tune into that bigger field, and you're just expressing it through the rods. So.
Okay.
Okay.
And again, this all is taught?
Yeah, absolutely. You can check, there's a couple of things to be aware of. The way we bring electricity into a place, there's a natural electromagnetic grid again. And the way we bring electricity in, either at our outlets or at our fuse boxes, can distort. That would be negative Hartman and Curry lines. I'm just going to check real quick. Any negative Curry lines? No. Any negative Hartman lines? No. But those would be cured similarly. The only thing is that they can bounce oddly. So anyway, that's in the manual. I'm not even going to go into that. Okay, and then this is where it's going to get interesting. I want to know if there's any interference lines in here. Interference lines are lines where it's an energy that comes in that impacts anyone who's in the in this space. Could even extend beyond. And what it does is it will make it very, like if it's a clarity issue, everything will be cloudy. Everything will be untransparent. It could be self-esteem, could be any number of things. Could be dowsing too. So people that aren't getting responses, I always have them check to see if there's an interference line for dowsing. The distinction I want to make here is interference would impact everybody. Kristi's having a problem that the prior people did not have. So there may be some interference, but I bet I'm going to find some personal. So any interference lines. Whoop, 1. I would do the same thing now. Show me the center. Which end is it coming from? It's coming from over there. So I would cure that with a cure stick like I just did. Now what I want to do though is the personal zone, because I think that's going to have the most impact for Kristi. Are there any personal zones in this space? Yes. How many personal zones are there in this space? 1, 2, 2. How many personal zones? 1, 2. Okay, so we've got 2 personal zones. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. Can I just cure one real quick because I want
Sure.
to show them the difference. So I'm going to walk the perimeter. Show me the personal zones. Oop, we got one here. Okay. Show me the center of this personal zone. Okay, it's about there. Oh, show me where it starts. It's originating. Ooh! Ooh, thinking hard. It's coming from right here. So again, I'm going to lay that rod down. Now I need a cherry red stick for a personal zone. I'm going to lay that there. And just a note here, I'm doing this just in this office. If you were doing your home, you could do this on your property perimeter, and you would cure the entire house, all the rooms, all the way down. So, and this is helping anybody who's that direction from here because I'm curing it as it comes in. So that's just a quick and easy. Okay, now I just real quick want to check her energy level of the office now. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoa, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. And I still haven't cured 2 geopathic stress lines and 1 more personal zone.
Cool.
So this is going to make a difference. I want to see how this goes for her the next few weeks.
Okay, sweet. Okay, then the rods that you have there, and then
These are dowsing rods and these are dowsing sticks. These are a cubit long and they're specifically designed by the guidelines of Slim Sperling, who also does the quantum rings that we use for certain situations. So they're 18 inches and you just lay them generally, other than when you're correcting, correcting a negative vortex, what has happened is instead of being at right angles, it's like this, the energy, the 2 lines where they intersect. So what you do is what I did with the other ones, the other cures, but you're laying it on the line, not perpendicular to the line. And what would happen is it would look like that. Ideally it should be at 90 degrees. So what you would do is you test and see one of those is going to be a stronger energy than the other. And
But that's all explained in the program.
Yeah.
Everything is step by step, as you can.
I just want to share as much as I can.
No, and you also get the rods and a set of sticks.
30 sticks.
36
and the
with
rods.
the course. Okay.
And access to help if you need it.
Yeah, call Wendy anytime, email her, visit the discussion forum. Anything else?
Well, we could go on a while, but
Thanks, Wendy.
You're welcome.